Get ready with me as we talk about Jupiter in your birth chart. Hi, my name is Shayna Conde. I'm a full-time travel journalist for multiple publications, and I've been using astrology to travel the world. So in order to teach you guys about how to use these tips that I've been using to boost my career, to increase the kinds of travel that I do, I realize that a lot of people need to know the basics. So let's dive into the basics. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Now, let's talk about Jupiter. Also, what am I getting ready for? I don't know. It don't matter. Anyway, Jupiter. So Jupiter is the biggest planet. The biggest planet, which also, like, obviously it's going to cover expansion. It's going to cover the mind. It's going to cover philosophy. It is ruled traditionally by Sagittarius. So when you think about like quintessential Sagittarius energy, think about Jupiter. A lot of astrologers also say that Jupiter is co-ruled by Pisces. Other people say that it's Neptune in Pisces. Personally, I think that that Pisces and Jupiter have a very special relationship, but it is giving Sagittarius ruled. Now, moving on. As I said in my previous video, there are benefic planets and malefic planets, and Jupiter is a benefic planet. Jupiter and Venus, they are the planets that bring light, love, expansion, luck, fortune, money, all of that. So really understanding where your Jupiter placement is can help to bring so much good into your life, especially if we're talking about career. And I'm going to be diving into that later. Now, as I said, and I'm going to read off of this because I made notes for you guys. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. It is associated with luck, fortune, expansion, philosophy, and spirituality. Intellect, wisdom, knowledge, higher education, money, wealth. Jupiter is giving. I love Jupiter, and I love my personal Jupiter placement. So let's dive into some Jupiter placements, what they mean, and let me know if any of these are in your birth chart. So first, for those who don't know, what does Jupiter look like? Jupiter is right here. It's the one that kind of looks like the number 4. My Jupiter is in Libra in the 9th house. Let's dive into it. So my 9th house is arguably my favorite house because the 9th house is the house of the sun's joy, and bam, my sun is over there. And there's so many Jupiter qualities that are in the 9th house, because the 9th house is also in charge of higher education, of travel, of philosophy, spirituality. So many things that encapsulate Jupiter. And then my Jupiter is sitting right there. Now, what does that look like for me? It's literally my job to travel the world. It's where I've made the most money, made the most friends, had the most opportunities. For those of you who don't know, all of the trips that I do around the world, to Mexico, to Turkey, to Spain, to England, to wherever, it's all paid for. I don't pay for 98% of my travel. Also, because it's talking about philosophy and higher education, the way that I talk about travel and food in my job, it helps to amplify some of that Jupiter energy, so that way people read my writing, they feel it as a way to think more deeply about travel, to think more deeply about food, to think more deeply about community, which then creates this snowball effect of creating more opportunities for me. Literally, luck, money, expansion. Now, here are some other Jupiter placements that make me go, I like mine, but I love these more. Jupiter in the 2nd house. Jupiter in the 2nd house. Why? The 2nd house is the house of finances. It is the house of your money. It is the house of your resources. It's the house of so many things, but my brain says it's the house of my money, money, money. Now, if you have the planet of luck and expansion in the house of your money, 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 especially if you start to figure out if you know what the sign of that house is and how to work into that energy, the way that money will just flow into your bank account. The way it will just flow into your bank account. Now, the other house of money, money, money. A lot of people are scared of the 8th house. The 8th house, yes, is in charge of the occult, of death, but it's also the house of intimacy. It's also the house of marriage. It is also the house of other people's money. So when I think about who's gonna marry rich, I look at who has what in the eighth house. If you got Venus in the eighth house, if you got Jupiter in the eighth house, the way that people can just give you money with Jupiter in the eighth house. If you have Jupiter in the eighth house, just know that I envy you. And now, as I continue to unbraid all of this, I would love for you to tell me, where is your Jupiter? Do you have any Jupiter questions? Do you want to know how to use Jupiter? And ooh, this is a look. Do you want to know how to use Jupiter to further your finances, to further your career? Because I got you, because it worked for me, so I know it'll work for you. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, aka the comment section. But also there's like some more information about how I do what I do in the description. So if you want to do a little deep dive there, it's literally right over there. This is gonna take me a while, so I'm gonna talk to you later. All right, love you, bye. Ooh, should I say I love you to strangers? I don't know you. Goodbye.